Jolly day! Would you like to try our peach mango pie with a side of a long-awaited Phoenix Wright kissing appointment? Because if you do, then let's go ahead and get started!
Hiya, hey, hey, welcome in. I miss streaming this game. Hiya, hey, hey, everyone, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Hope you guys are all doing good. Thank you guys so much for stopping by today. CB, thank you so much for being first and for the head pats. Cole Verdant, thank you so much for stopping by too. Lisa Latte, hiya, hey, hey. Sir Sailor Star, hi. Jinja, hello, hello. And hello, Mumu. And Mabufula. And Fireball Roberts, hope you guys are all doing good. Hello, hello, hello. It feels so good. It's been so long since I've streamed a game. How do you always get these kissing appointments? This one is long awaited because it's been a while since I had a kissing appointment, okay? For those of you that haven't been here for a bit, currently I'm dealing with a lingering cough and I have asthma, so it's annoying. Thankfully though, today I woke up in the morning and it was definitely not as bad as it's been the rest of this past week. As to say, I haven't had an asthma attack today, so I felt like I could stream. But here we are. It's been a bit. We still need to finish off. I left you guys off on a really major cliffhanger with Ace Attorney. So we need to finish it up so that way, like, you know, at least we can wrap that up, right? You're starting to get better? I hope so, man. I really, really do because lingering coughs are awful. Like, I'm not like how do you describe it? It's like I'm not like nasally sick or like having like mucus or anything. It's just like it's leftover cough, which is annoying. But anyways, I'm here. It's been a bit since we played a game. I also I was like I want to stream, but like I don't want to just be another just chatting stream because I feel bad that like the past streams that I have been able to do have only been just chattings and stuff like that. But I'm glad that you guys are here regardless. Either way, I hope you guys are all doing well. For those of you that haven't been here in a while, welcome back. And for those of you that have always been here, thanks for stopping by. A lot has happened. A lot has happened while I've been like off on break and stuff. It's been kind of crazy. Not to get too Zatsudani, even though we end up Zatsudaning anyways, but basically, when I'm not streaming, I think this is also why I needed to stream today. Is because my sleep schedule has been so fucked up. It's like when I lay down in bed, my like throat is like feeling constricted and then I start coughing and then it's awful, right? So then I just can't go to bed. And then the day, because I don't go to bed, this is all like the past week, not like today. Yesterday was fine, but this past week, like, I would like lay down and then I would like, it would go crazy. And then I would be like, because I was up all night, I would stay like during the day, I would fall asleep at like 2 o'clock, which is good that I get rest, but then awful because then I wake up at like 9 o'clock. So that's basically 7 hours. And then because I have all that sleep, now I can't sleep at night. So then like I would be up until like 3 a.m. And then at 3 a.m. I'd go finally like knock out and then I'd wake up at 6 a.m. to go to work. So like my sleep schedule was so fucked up. So that's why I'm just kind of like, hopefully if I stream today, I will like get tired at the very end of it so that I can actually sleep at a human time. But thankfully yesterday was fine. Yesterday I knocked out and I woke up at 5. So I got my full sleep. Waking up at 5 is not fun, but I mean, I'll take 5 over 3. But yeah, I mostly just need to reset. See, that's the worst part, is that like, it's like the jet lag plus like the coughing and all that. It's been really, really, really awful sleep-wise, but thankfully things have been better. I had some really good sleep last night, and I also got a lot of yummy food. My sister took me to one of my favorite places. It's the place I went to on Friday, the Hot Pot, to treat me for my birthday. And then I also, because my brother-in-law is like a huge keyboard nerd, he convinced me to switch my switches on my keyboard. So I switched over to tactile. For those of you that don't know the difference between linear and tactile switches, linear ones are the ones where you just push on the key and like it's just a straight push. You don't feel any like resistance or like any like bumps or clicks or anything like that. And then tactile is the clicky ones, right? So if you like, I guess let me put the mic closer. So I switched over to a little bit of a clickier key switch. I posted a video of that on Twitter. I love a good tactile key. Love that click clack. I like click clack, but I don't like giant loud click clack. Like, and she knows this. I say this, so it's fine. But Raisina's keyboard is so fucking loud because she really loves a good clickety clackety, right?
Yay, 15 months. Kieran 97 Terpero Kieran 97 Blankies.
The TTS is like, yay. It sounded so excited. Adu, thank you so much for 15 months in the Superstar Sub Club. I hope you are safe and having a good time at LAX and have a great and safe trip back home. I heard you are in California, but you're currently like at the airport, so take it easy. Hope your flight is safe and that you can have a good time. Yay. Hiya the Cheshire Cat. Thank you so much for following and joining the Konstellations. Welcome in. But I was saying Raisina's keyboard is like super, super clicky and loud. But she likes that. Good for her. For me personally, I like a little bit of clicky, but not too loud. So the switches that I use now are the Durock T1s. So I posted a video of me doing a typing test so you can hear like just how the sounds for all the different keys on my keyboard sound now. So you guys can check that out. I also shared it on the Discord too, but I'm such a huge keyboard geek. My brother-in-law got me into them. So then my sister was like, what should I get you for your birthday? What should I get you for your birthday? So then I asked her if she could get me those keys. And then she did. That's great. I had a blast in LA. I'm happy to hear that. Hope you had a good time. I saw your picture. You probably, is that Cars Land? Is that Disneyland Cars Land? I could tell, like, it's like a zoomed in picture of like a sign. What else did I do? I recorded a whole cover. So this is so funny. I think I mentioned this last time, but like, it's so funny because the whole day I'm like hacking and coughing and dying, right? And when I went to record this cover in that studio, I think it's because it's such a small closed space and I was like sweating and like breathing air, so like the room was just getting naturally hotter. I wasn't coughing. It was really, really, really funny.
6 months of following my favorite K-pop star. Kieran 97 Lightstick, Kieran 97 Lightstick, Kieran 97 saying hey babe, Kieran 97 saying hey babe, Kieran 97 Kieran 97 Era Bluey Cheer Queen Manda Rave Lovely Off Panorama Lovely Off Bark Lovely Off Heart Lovely Off Cool Soap Jam Soaked Flip Ningu Brave.
Mitsuki, thank you so much for 6 months in the Superstar Sub Club. I really appreciate it. Thank you for producing me, Kudoju-san. And thank you guys for starting the hype train. Ontario Airport wall art. Oh. Damn it, I thought I got you. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I was recording the cover, and I wasn't coughing, so I think the joke I have now is that I got placed a curse, and the curse is I'm an idol VTuber that only has one song, and it's been 2 years since I've been an idol VTuber. So the curse will lift once I finally finish a new song. And thankfully, I did finish it. So I recorded the song. I actually got it mixed. I was so surprised. The mixer finished it like overnight. So it's ready. So now I'm just waiting on the art and then the MV. But yeah, it's like pretty much like it's gonna be the next cover. And I think I mentioned what it was, but if I didn't, I'll just say that it might be from a game that I am currently obsessed with, featuring a beefy man. There may currently be an idol character that is on the banner. How was Japan? I'm gonna save talking about my Japan trip until Friday. So I have a tentative schedule up for this week. I'm gonna post it after this stream. But I've been waiting. I don't want to talk about the Japan trip until I get the whole PowerPoint ready. So I'm gonna wait until Friday to talk about it because I have a bunch of pictures. I have like stories to tell and everything like that. So I'm gonna wait until our Friday Yap session. Did you guys know that hope is the thing with feathers? Bend your pace, step to the beat. I thought you meant Clive. Oh my god, speaking of Clive, I've mentioned it quite a few times, but I met like one of the sweetest people ever in Japan. I bought a lot of their tochishi, all of Clive, and they were super, super, super awesome. So I can't wait to talk about my trip. Finally, because it's been a while since I went on that trip now. But yeah. What else did I do? I just got food. That's pretty much all I did while I was on break, but yeah, I mean, I think I needed the break anyways. But it's so funny because I was talking to people like my brother-in-law, right? Because he subbed to the channel, and he's like, oh, did you do any streams while you were there? And I was like, no, I really wish I did, but I couldn't because we were so busy. But I feel pretty much like I can get back to regular streaming again. So I would like to do that because I miss streaming. But yeah, hope you guys have all been well. I think without any further ado, we should just get into it, right? It's been a bit since we've done some Ace Attorneying. It's also been a bit since like I've had to like manage like looking at OBS and then looking at my screen and everything like that because the past few streams have all been just hand cam streams, and it's a bit like different because with the hand cam streams I have like a table in between my desk and like me and everything, so now like I have to make sure the setup is all right. So as usual, can you let me know if you guys can hear me fine, if you guys can hear the game fine, if anything needs to be adjusted or changed or anything like that, because it would be really, really, really helpful. But yeah, sounds good. Great. Yasmin, welcome in. I hope you're doing good. Thank you so much for stopping by. Okie dokie, let's do this. July 10th, 1:40 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 2.
Apollo, I can't believe it! It really happened during the second act? And right in the middle of Lemmy Hua's performance?
The reason why she was in the air vent. Thank you guys for the hype train, I appreciate it. And that switch and the flaming guitar. When you link it all together, that's what you end up with. I knew you had what it took.
Yeah! Ah, Daddy!
Mr. Wright! You believed in me? Not really. Huh? I just thought that'd make a cooler entrance than say, hiya. Why do I even bother hoping?
Where have you been lately, Daddy? You haven't been coming to the office at all.
Sorry about that, Trucy. I'm on a secret mission.
Secret? You mean like you're undercover?
Like Mr. Latouche, only shorter and not as well dressed.
Oh no! What if you're shot too, Daddy?
Would I do a thing like that to you? Anyway, I'm off for a while again. Huh? You're leaving? Oh, one thing before I go. What? Good luck. Right. Cyanogen, welcome in. Shouldn't you be in bed? But hope you're doing well. Thanks for stopping by. Is that all you came to say? I think you have things pretty much under control. You'll get Machi Tabaye off the hook, no doubt. Yeah, but you're after that detective, aren't you? Darien Crescent. Why does he have a spoon for a necklace? To spoon all of my love that I have for him. Oh, I completely forgot to ask you guys today's check-in question. See, that's also the thing. It's been a while since I've done this. Today's check-in question is, if you guys could choose any or design any themed merch for a fandom that you guys like, what would it be? Because I am so mad that this exists when I'm not there. But the Capcom store has Oshikatsu merch for Ace Attorney. Oshikatsu is basically like, you know, the culture of like just having obsessive like things for the character that you want to support. It's like the idea of like Oshiing someone, but like a fictional character. So you have like the fans, you have like the light stick, you have the little like photo card holders and things like that. So they made them for all the characters. But also, in true Ace Attorney fashion, all of this merch sold out within the first day at all 3 Capcom store locations. In Tokyo, in Osaka, and Umeda. They're all gone. There's no more. But I'm so mad that this went on sale when I was not there in Japan. I was desperately looking for it, and I failed. Fire Emblem silverware. Well, I mean, there are the Fire Emblem teacups. I own the Fire Emblem teacups. But yeah, it's unfortunate that it's not available, at least for me, but you know, maybe when I go back next year, I'll find it being sold for like 6,000 yen at like a used goods store. I want to eat a beef steak with an Ike steak knife. You know, I've showed you guys my letter cutter, right? That letter cutter is honestly some really cool piece of merch for something that I've never even watched before. Won't be easy proving you did it, especially not under the current court system. The current court system? What did Prosecutor Gavin say during the trial? Your case is based on one fragile assumption, namely, that our Diva Divine is telling the truth.
But what about all the proof? The brooch and the switch?
A piece of jewelry and a lyrical blunder. There are plenty of other ways to explain these things. The flaming guitar, too. All because you lack definitive proof of their connection to the case.
But...
If the sultry songstress is lying, your case melts like butter in a frying pan, leaving behind the faintly singed scent of a failure. So what do I do? Like I said, good luck. And be aware that it will be impossible to prove his guilt by conventional methods. Ugh! No, that reminds me. I have something to give you from our detective friend.
Detective Sky? Ema?
Let's see. This bag of snacks here was meant for me. Ah, here it is.
What are those, Daddy? They don't look like very good snacking material.
They were found at the scene of the crime. Analysis of these fragments reveals traces of gunpowder.
Chocolate chips ice cream, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you're doing well. Gunpowder?
Probably a firecracker or something similar, like the ones kids are into these days. These fragments were found under the sofa at the scene of the crime, actually.
Under the sofa? Hey, Apollo! That's where we found that little device thingy.
Right. This.
Well, finally, some evidence that makes sense.
That's all from me, I suppose. See you after the verdict. Maybe.
Right.
Every man has an igniter inside of him.
Excuse me?
Find Darian Crescent's igniter and set it off.
He is being so weird and cryptic this game. I love it, but I can just imagine Hero being like, I hate him, I hate him, I hate him, I hate him. And he just walked out the door. Just like a magician. Normally. What does he want us to do? No conventional methods? What does that mean? OMG Atelier Kieran! Hi! Hi. My best friend. Hi. I guess we just have to take his advice and hope it makes sense when the time comes. I guess. We're almost at the finish line. Hang in there, Trucy. July 10th, 1:15 p.m. District Court. Courtroom number 3. Glad to have you back. I'm so happy to be back. Oh, it feels so good. I did a light warm-up. I honestly should have done a 10-minute vocal warm-up, but like I just wanted to stream as soon as I could, you know, close to the 7 o'clock or the 6 o'clock start time. But I'm so happy to be back.
Court is now back in session. Prosecutor Gavin, where is Detective Crescent?
In the witness lounge, ready to be called at any time.
Very well.
Might I add, I don't believe any of this. Darian was the first detective I ever worked with. We stopped working together when he moved to Criminal Affairs Division 3. But his guitar playing, oh, it fires my imagination. It just makes me so tingly. That's nice, but it has nothing to do with the matter at hand. Correct? Oh, I know. Your forehead.
Very well. Call the final witness to the stand. Detective Darian Crescent.
Name and occupation, please.
Darian Crescent, Detective, Criminal Affairs, Division 3.
Oh wait, I can turn this off now.
That's the International Affairs Division, for those of you who didn't know.
And I'm a guitarist for the Gavinners. Maybe you've heard of us.
Do you fully understand the circumstances under which you stand before us today? Yeah, I understand, Your Honor. What I don't understand is how you let this happen, partner. You gave me your word that I wouldn't be standing here.
Oh, the situation's changed. Don't call me partner.
So much for old friends.
Oh, I see what you're doing, Darian. You're pressing the prosecution. Your Honor, if we could begin the trial.
Yes, it's high time we did. Let's hear your testimony. You may begin with your response to La Miroir's testimony. If in fact you have anything to say about it.
Oh, I got plenty to say. Lying must be a national pastime in Borginia. And wherever you're from, Mr. Justice.
Huh.
Conventional methods are out of the window, huh? Here goes nothing! Hello! Hi, May! Welcome in! Darian's rebuttal.
The diva's lying, plain and simple. She's got nothing to back up her story. In the first place, she never heard my voice. She forgot the words because she heard gunshots. As if. Didn't Detective Ema Sky hear those gunshots during the third set anyway? The shooting took place when I was on stage, man!
Hello, your channel is on my recommended. Are you voicing all these characters? I am. Welcome in, Anna Moreno. If there's any Konstellations here, can we please give Anna a warm welcome for being new here in the chat?
So you claim La Miroir's testimony was a lie? Hey, don't get me wrong. I dig what she's doing, trying to protect that kid. She's got the court eating vague statements out of her hand just because she's blind.
Oh, you go too far, Darian.
Look, all I'm saying is, you've got a reliable witness. Why not listen to the detective? Detective Sky? I see. Mr. Justice, you may begin the cross-examination.
He didn't waste any time finding our weak spot. I can't do this with La Miroir's testimony alone. I'll have to find some other way to prove when the shooting took place. All right, game saved. We're back in action, baby. Hold it! You don't have any proof she was lying.
Oh yeah, kid? You saying I lied?
No, I'm just saying. Apollo, glare back at him! I couldn't help it. I flinched by reflex. Detective Crescent!
Yeah? What do you want?
Nothing. Apollo, chin up! Back straight! You're waiting! You're wilting! This guy's hard. As nails. He makes Walkie look downright cooperative.
Look, there's no way the diva remembers my voice.
You never talked to her, even though you were playing in the same concert?
Not a word, as far as I can recall.
But weren't there planning sessions or something?
Gavin took care of all that himself.
Darian wasn't involved in any of the meetings with her.
As if you could just go around remembering everyone's voice like that anyway. Only an idiot would believe that.
Lamihua's hearing is very sensitive. She could remember him if she heard him, I'm sure of it. I just can't prove it. And I need proof. Hi, Kieran. Hope you're doing well and enjoyed your trip. Glad you're feeling better. I'm so happy to be back. Welcome in, DC and Ash Frost. Hope you guys are all doing good. Hold it! You guys have no idea how happy I am to just stream Bibio game again, you know? We know she missed the words. The mixing board proved it.
Oh yeah, there was a mistake. But blaming it on gunshots is just a lame excuse.
What do you mean? Thank you for the glasses.
The mixing board proves what? It proves that there was a mistake in the song. A missed cue.
Thank you for the head pats. Wait, why am I sweating? Did I accidentally hit the sweat toggle?
So? She just flubbed it up big time. That's all. She spins this story about a gunshot to protect the kid and cover for her own goof. Man, I'd have to hand it to her if she wasn't sticking it to me at the same time.
Darian, watch
What you say, Lamihua, as an artist.
was gonna ask about that. Was that always on or did that just trigger? Has there been like a toggle that's been triggering it? Hold on. I don't think Megane starts it. I don't think Headpacks also trigger it too. Maybe I accidentally hit it then. Phoenix triggers it. Okay. You're right.
She flubbed it up. That's no small accusation for a performer of her caliber.
My tracking looks like it's going in and out periodically. Okay, let me go back up then. It's been a while since I've streamed at my desk, so. It's also because my microphone's like right in front of my face. Let me just go move it back then. I'll turn up my gain a little bit.
She got to you all right. I can see it in her eyes. I tell you, most of her stuff is so pretentious it's way over my head.
Ugh, I'm detecting a rift in the Gavinners' ranks.
Anyway, she's too close to the defendant. Her testimony can't be trusted. You ask me, I'd go with Detective Sky's story at the drop of a pick.
Actually, I was there too.
So I hear. Which means you heard them too, right? The gunshots.
Yes, we heard gunshots. Neither I nor Ima actually saw the shooting, mind you.
I guess you and Lamihua got the same excuse then. Oh, we know one thing for certain here. There were gunshot-like sounds that emanated from that room during the third set. What we must determine is whether those gunshots were actually gunshots.
Machi heard them too. Remember? He said he ran for the air duct when he heard them.
So, how do we figure out just what those gunshots during the third set were? Oh my god, I finally made the genius move to add my, the most commonly used voice mods to my Stream Deck Plus, because I actually have 2 Stream Decks, but I never use my second one. And I figured, if I'm not using it, I should at least try to, add, the regular no filter, the, inner thoughts filter, and then the megaphone filter, all within my, my second Stream Deck. And I'm getting used to using that and not my regular Stream Deck, but I think it's going to be more useful in the long run. That could have been what the shooter wanted us to think!
I'll tell you what the shooter, that kid, wants you to think. He wants you to think the diva heard me in that room.
I'm back to relying on Lamikwa's testimony. Kieran! Mimo Meadow. Ash, welcome in. Hope you're doing good. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, that reminds me. I need to add that tag to your username. Hold on. Because you literally did something very, very important for this channel. Let me do the thing really fast. Hold on. Hope you're doing good. Welcome back. Ginger, if you're here or if there's any mods here, can we get a shout out for Mimo Meadow, please? You're literally an artist for the stream, so I need to give you the artist role. There we go. And then if you wanna, if you can send another message so that I can see that the tag works now. It should show up next to your username. There we go. There we go. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for stopping by. Guys, please follow Mimo Meadow. They are a fantastic artist. If you guys really like TV shoujo style, really like poppy, sort of like thick lines and whatnot, they're super awesome. They did the channel badges. So if you guys are like subbed or have gifted any biddies or anything like that, they actually did all of the graphics for it. They also, I believe, are opening up. I don't know if they are open or they're opening up again, but they do commissions. So if you guys are interested in those yourself, please be sure to hit them up. So here is the graphic of all of the badges that they did. I like multitask and found it on Twitter. But yeah, so this is all their work. But their style is super cute. If you guys are interested, these actually weren't meant to be badges, or like the actual commission for these is like for the TIT system, the Twitch integrated throwing system for like VTubers. So you guys can actually commission any sort of objects to be like thrown for the TITS program if they have that commission open. But yeah, I'm so excited to see you tackle this case. I just want to finish it. It's been so long.
Oh, that reminds me, my sub expired while you were away. There we go.
Thank you so much for 14 months in the Superstar Sub Club, my best friend! I can't believe you let the sub expire. I could never. I have you subbed for 6 months now. Thank you so much, I really appreciate it. As much as I'm enjoying the Darien and Forehead show, there's no need for such tempers. Don't make us into some comedy duo!
This mean the Gavin and Darien show's canceled?
Neither of your claims can be proven or disproved. We could argue for days like this and get nowhere.
Prosecutor Gavin is quite right. This court will hear no further discussion on this topic without new facts.
New facts, huh?
He's pretty eager to paint Lamihua as a liar, isn't he?
Yeah, because her testimony's basically our entire case.
This is tough. So, what do we do?
I've got a few ideas. I just need to find another way to prove it didn't happen when he says it did. As usual, I did all that reading and did not pay any attention to it. In the words of my bestie Onerio, he's like, that's my Kieran. In one ear, out the other. Nothing to back up her story. First place, she never heard my voice. She forgot the words because she heard gunshots as if. Then Detective Ema Sky heard those gunshots during the third set anyways. The shooting took place when I was on stage.
Never heard my voice. She forgot the words because she heard gunshots as if. Didn't Detective Ema Sky hear the gunshots from the third set? Anyways, the shooting took place when I was on stage. Okay, wait. Let me read all this again. Hold on. Okay, this is Apollo being a bottom. I love the like hold it's where like they're actually not really relevant to like the case. It's just you get to see the like attorney being flustered. I love your Onerio Nansu style oil of pain. What are you talking about? Do they really do that? Darian's pompadour looks like a cat's paw? Really? I think he's cute, so... It does! Wait, it does! We gotta make him a cat boy now. Maybe that's the one, because that's the longest one. Detective Ema, gunshot, third set. Oh, no! That's the other thing, is remembering how to learn how to play video games. I hit the wrong button. Gunshots during the third set. Objection! Objection! Some things were found at the crime scene after yesterday's trial.
What things?
The first was this small device. That's the remote-triggered igniter. Correct. And one more thing.
What are those? The remains of something burnt? Not another pair of Crocs, I hope?
Traces of gunpowder were found on this fragment. We have a report that it was something like a firecracker. How did Gavin know about this? What? You think Detective Sky works for you? I received the report this morning before coming here. That's when I made my decision, actually.
What decision is this, Prosecutor Gavin?
I registered Darian as a witness in today's trial. Just in case. This raises another possibility. Those gunshot-like sounds during the third set could have been two firecrackers rigged to go off by remote control.
You got an active imagination, don't you? But you shouldn't say every little thing you think. Your explanation there seems a bit too convenient for me.
How so?
So you're saying these firecrackers just happened to go off? Right when two witnesses came walking by?
That's right! Darian was on stage when it happened, Apollo! How would he know when someone was backstage right then?
If a firecracker goes off in the forest and there's no one there to hear. You get my drift. Why go through the trouble, man?
Ah! How do I explain this?
It may not look it, but Therian is a gifted detective. Show any weakness, and he's sure to find it.
He may not look it, partner. Gee, thanks, man.
That reminds me. I happened to pass through this very hallway several times that day myself. And I saw something odd there just before the third set.
Something odd?
A headset. The kind all of the band and staff members were wearing.
That's right! We picked this up in front of the door to that dressing room.
What if that headset wasn't dropped but placed? And what if it was turned on?
You could hear what was going on in that hallway! Even if you were out on stage!
Fire Emblem heroes. Whose side are you on, Gavin?
Listen to me, Darian. There are no sides in a court of law. Which is why I now turn to you, Hair Forehead. I have a question for you.
Huh?
He's for me?
The igniter and burnt fragments that were found at the scene of the crime. It's certainly a possibility that they were part of a ruse to fake the sound of gunshots. Throw the headset from the hallway into the mix and you could fabricate an alibi. But we're still no closer to proving anything. Those gunshots might have been real or fake. We can't say. You've raised the possibility that the shots heard during the third set were faked. Now you need to prove the other half of the case.
The other half?
Look, I'll just tell him. He wants you to prove the thing went down in the second act, while our little piano player was on stage. Isn't that right, Gavin?
Indeed. If you can't prove that, then to continue this cross-examination would be pointless.
Well, Mr. Justice, can you prove the crime took place during the second set?
Yeah? I think.
You better know, Apollo. Otherwise, we're through.
It can be proven!
You make it sound like someone else is gonna come along and do it for you.
Let's continue on with the cross-examination then, shall we? Witness your testimony if you would.
This isn't gonna be easy. I need some decisive proof, and fast.
You ready, kid? 'Cause I am. The shooting took place during the second set? You're so sure, let's see your proof.
But the gunshots heard during this third set could have been...
What? Some kind of setup? I've heard that one before.
We need proof, Apollo. We need to prove that the shooting took place during the second set.
Well, if you know how to do that, I'm all ears.
Maybe the gunshots are the key after all.
What do you mean?
Well, Namiwa said she heard them, right? Right in the middle of her illusion when she was up above the ceiling.
When she forgot the words to the song, yeah?
If you can prove the gun was shot right when she missed those lyrics, we're home free, I think.
True. Not easy, but true. Is there some way to prove that?
Let's take a look through our evidence. Maybe there's something in there.
Hey, aren't you supposed to be cross-examining me? Try to refrain from private discussions during cross-examination, Mr. Justice.
Right, Your Honor. Sorry. Just let me take a quick look through the court record.
He's pretty eager to paint Lemmy Hua as a liar, isn't he?
Yeah, because her testimonies basically are entire. Oh, we read all this already. I guess the diagram. Would it be the diagram?
Objection!
No. Do we just use the headset then? Game, stop taking long to load. You're making me look stupid here.
Objection!
No! It's so wild to see the updated graphic. It's just like I'm looking at a different game. Yeah, because you're playing it on the 3DS, right? I love the sprites. I love the portraits. Because I really like cel-shaded art. And like seeing the portraits, just it looks so yummy. Especially because I don't like the shading for the Phoenix Wright trilogy. I like the shading for Apollo specifically a lot more. Oh, hold on 1 second. Fuck! No! It's 7 o'clock! I missed it! No! My best friend! Sunflower, welcome in. Hello, hello. No! I had him tabbed up. I was ready. I wanted to be first. Oh, does the tape show me something? Of course, everyone's favorite part, but let me hear if there's a gunshot. Try not to laugh at the scene challenge. I'm gonna try it.
Objection!
Nope. Yeah, he's still a Cheeto. He's still a Cheeto in this game. They didn't fix him at all.
Objection!
No! I have some snackies with me too. Speaking of cheese puffs, they're not Cheetos, but I have honey twist black sesame Korean chips.
Objection!
What's the right answer? No! Yeah, they're yummy. My god, if there's any Korean snacks I could recommend to you guys, these ones are pretty good, but the ones I really like are the... Let me pull them up. These ones are the shit. Oh my god. If you guys have access to like an H Mart or any sort of like Korean market, please try these chips. They're so good. I think they'd even be really good if you had like beer or something. They're just like puffed rice with like, I think, honey. This is what the chip itself looks like. They just look like they'd be so good, you know? Right? Yeah, crunchy. Nice little snacky break. What would it be? The mixer? Objection! Objection! It seems there was clear proof left behind. Right here in La Mihua's song. Her song. What exactly is this device thingy? A new variety of gramophone, perhaps? Oh, come on! We just used this! And don't get me started on gramophone, Grandpa! This device was used to record the performance part by part. Part? You move the sliders to adjust the volume. Each instrument is adjustable separately, La Mihua's voice included. Oh, but what does this prove? According to La Mihua's testimony, at the moment of the shooting, she forgot the words to the song. Ah, you intend to examine the recording at that moment, yeah? We might even hear those gunshots. Exactly.
Ridiculous. How are you supposed to hear gunshots back in that dressing room out on stage? Have you forgotten, Darian? We were all wearing these headsets. Oh. We're all deeply involved with our performance. But La Mihua's headset would have picked up what she heard all the same. Then let us get to analyzing that recording. Right now!
La Mihua stopped singing when she heard the shots fired. Also, I see my HP bar glowing. I gotta save my game. Find that spot, and I'll find the gunshots! You really like the music separation parts?
Ace Attorney Twitter has been on their meme game, and they posted this meme really recently. The ships one was also really good too, yeah. But this is the screenshot I was talking about. Ooh, oh, wait, what? Hold on, wait. I have to show this meme first. But you're so right, I have to show this one too, for those of you that have not seen this tweet. This tweet from the Ace Attorney Twitter. Wait, does this meme literally show the answer? The meme literally shows the answer too. That's so funny. No, wait. You have to see this tweet. Ah, so this must be one of those ships that everyone's always talking about. Where's my Apollo ship, though? Everyone in the comments is like, quick, show Ace Attorney Twitter, Apollo and Clavier. You know what I want to show them? Especially because this is literally Apollo's model from Dual Destinies. I want to show Ace Attorney Twitter, Apollo with Clay. What about that, huh? What about my feelings? Take that! Take that! Your Honor, listen closely to this part. This is the track with La Michoa's vocals. When you stole away a keys, my heart held on to so tight. Oh!
I did hear something faintly there, yes. Why, it sounded like a gunshot! What? This has to be some kind of mistake!
I believe a case has been made. Gunshots were heard during the second set, which means La Michoa's testimony was true.
Order! So, she was telling the truth about what she heard?
It was the other man speaking, not Mr. Latouche.
Well, what did he say?
It's over. Press the switch now.
Just after that, there was a gunshot, and then the guitar caught on fire. Detective Crescent, you weren't on stage during the second set. You could have done it.
But why did we only hear one gunshot on the recording? Weren't 2 bullets fired from this weapon?
La Michoa was moving through the air vent, Your Honor. She must have not have been close enough for the mic to catch the first shot. But then, as she passed over the gun fired again, and Mr. Latouche's life was taken. Well, Detective Crescent? Once again I'm reminded of something. Her performance that day.
Your performance?
Seeing the mixing board jogged my memory. You were there too, Air Forehead.
What is it with today? Problem after problem. Tongue! My heart won't start. My guitar case is busted. My guitar's been burnt to a crisp, and to top it all off, someone's dead. And then there was that performance just now. What was all that about?
Yasmin, thank you so much for the care package. All right, everyone, let's go ahead and stand up from our seats. It's been a while since I've stood up. Let's all go ahead and stand up. Let's stand up.
Everyone, let's go and group stretch. Let's twist our bodies to the left. Twist our bodies to the right. Let's stretch those arms straight up to the sky. Let's roll out that right shoulder. Let's roll out that left shoulder. Very slowly, very gently, let's roll out that neck. Ooh! Take a deep breath in. And take a deep breath out. Let's go ahead and drink some water. Thank you so much for taking care of me. This part is off.
Which is that?
Second guitar. It was you, Darian. I thought it strange at the time. How could you miss such a simple cue? I know you. I know how you play. You're better than that.
Yeah, well, You what? And Prosecutor Gavin, what are you getting at?
I'm talking about the murder weapon. Mr. Latusse's .45 caliber hand cannon. As we've learned, even the shooter doesn't go unscarred with a revolver that size. The kickback is enough to dislocate your shoulder if you're an amateur. Wait! You mean his playing was affected because he hurt himself shooting that revolver?
You're forgetting something. Yes, Detective Crescent?
I'm a trained police officer, you know.
I've had firearms training. Plenty of it. I'm no amateur.
The standard firearm issued to police officers is a .38 caliber weapon. A much tamer beast. Also, the murder weapon belonged to the victim, Mr. Latusse, which suggests there was a struggle between killer and victim.
So, the killer might not have been holding the revolver correctly when he fired. Is that what you mean?
The thought had occurred to me, yes.
Well, does the witness have anything to say to this? Detective Crescent! What I want to ask is what Mr. Sleeves rolled up ready for action has to say. Hey, you, attorney.
Me?
Exactly which piece of your evidence is decisive again?
Say my game, say my game, say my game.
You've got a little noise on a tape that could be anything. And you have an alleged guitar cue miss due to a .45 caliber kickback. I weep for this case, Gavin. I really do. You can line up your little weak pieces of evidence all you want. I didn't shoot that manager. And that's the obvious truth. The witness has a point. The defense's arguments, while persuasive, are not decisive. I believe we should hear what the witness has to say in response to the case this far.
BRB, no problemo.
Your testimony, please, Detective Crescent. Tell us your reasons why you couldn't have done it.
Proof of innocence. Ugh.
Come on. Why would I even want to kill that manager? You want a reason? Easy. I got no motive, man. This was that diva's first trip to this country, right? How could I possibly know her manager? If I didn't know him, why would I want to kill him? A simple reason indeed. Prosecutor Gavin, is it the case that Mr. Latouche has not been to our country before?
According to our records, yes. Not even once.
I see. Very well. Mr. Justice, you may begin the cross-examination.
Great. Now I need to find a motive. Proof of innocence. Welcome in, Zero-kun. I hope you're doing good. Thanks for stopping by. Hold it! Her manager, sure, but Mr. Latouche was...
Oh, right. Sorry. An Interpol agent, wasn't he? I just have trouble picturing that big lunk as an undercover cop, you dig? And not a very good one, seeing as how he got wasted.
That's cold, dog!
Not that it matters either way. See, I had no reason to kill the man, whatever he was.
Thank you for the head pat. But that's the same for Machi! No motive was proven for him!
Come on, he traveled around the world with that old fart. He had plenty of time to come up with a motive of his own. More than I sure did. I mean, think about it.
Darian, you're a detective with international affairs?
Yeah? What of it?
Even if this was Mr. Latouche's first trip to this country, you still could have met him prior to the concert!
Huh?
Or don't you take any international trips in international affairs?
Oh, that's right! Well, Detective Crescent. That's your game, is it? Guess I'd better confess then. Confess! Yeah, it's a bit of an embarrassment, but I've never been sent overseas.
What? But you're an international!
See, me and Plains got a difference of opinion. We don't like each other much.
My condolences, Air Forehead, but he's telling the truth. He's never set foot outside the country, I can guarantee it.
As it turns out, my division has plenty of work to do locally as well.
That's so unfair. So you didn't fraternize with him during it. So you didn't fraternize with him at all during the concert?
Fraternize? I don't think we exchanged a single word. As if anyone would want to talk to that old Eastern blockhead. Now the ladies, that's a different matter.
Oh no, he's a fuckboy!
So you see.
You sure about that?
What? What? Wipe that look off your face before I do it for you. Listen, you try throwing out one of your wild accusations. I'll throw it back at you so hard you'll forget who you're accusing of what.
Air Forehead, perhaps it's best if you let your evidence do the talking, yeah?
Man, what evidence? That's what I want to know.
So he's using this motive question as ammunition, huh? Well, I've got ammunition too. Evidence.
Chief Justice's son. Wait, no. No. If I don't know him, why would I want to kill him? Why would I want to kill him? His freaking name being Romain Latouche. He cute? Yeah, he is. It's unfortunate. It's always the killers. Obviously fictionally, not real guys. Real men? Absolutely no. No. Is it this? Objection! Objection! Oh my god, my first try! Let me go turn on my AC. Your Honor, take a look at this! What's that? Looks like a Kinder Egg. It's not. Don't lick it, please. I promise it's not yummy. Detective Crescent, ever seen this?
Looks like a Kinder Egg.
We don't have those in America. What it is evidence. Don't lick it before you try it. Specifically, this is a replica of a cocoon. It was found among the victim's belongings.
A cocoon? Never seen one that color.
It is a variety only found in the Republic of Borginia. Nowhere else.
All right, but what is this cocoon replica doing in my courtroom? Surely this has nothing to do with the motive for killing Mr. Latouche, does it?
It does!
Wait, I mean, I think it does. Tip it all.
You don't sound so confident, man. A cocoon! Is it one of those silky cocoons? The kind that you can make, well, silk out of?
No, not this one. This cocoon makes a powerful curative.
A curative? For what?
Apparently, it's most efficacious at treating a disease thought incurable. It is the only medicine of its kind. However, it is illegal to take one of those healing cocoons out of Borginia.
Whatever for? If it's such a miracle cure, why not share it with the world?
Yeah, that's what I've been wondering.
We looked into the... Wait, wrong voice. We looked into the matter at some length. Apparently, it isn't difficult at all to manufacture the remedy from the cocoon. Yet, if you change the process only slightly, you can easily make a large quantity of something else entirely. A deadly poison, in fact. I was gonna say, because usually, the way that you make, like, vaccines and stuff, and cures is you need to have the source poison, right? So that makes sense.
What?
There was an incident several years ago where some of these got out into the black market. It caused quite the commotion in the global community, though the media was kept largely unaware.
Intriguing. All this has led to a strict ban on the cocoon's export. One rigidly enforced by Interpol, among others. Interpol.
Right! The victim, Romain Latouche, was an Interpol agent. Detective Crescent, you insist on referring to him as a manager. But that is misleading! Romain Latouche wasn't killed as a manager! He was killed as an undercover agent!
So I was trying to smuggle this gumball into the country. That's what you're trying to say?
I'm saying that could well be a motive for murder.
Oh, so I was gonna sell it on the black market, make myself a pretty penny? Ridiculous. I mean, totally unthinkable.
Unthinkable, you say? Why?
Perhaps it's time for another test.
Another testimony? God, no wonder court cases take forever.
About this smuggling of cocoons business.
As someone who has been in jury duty once last year, I get it now. I get the idea of only being able to do 2 testimonies per day, because this shit takes forever. And like, for some reason, I mean, I get why, but like, the court likes to take a break every fucking hour or something, and they're like, I want to take like an hour lunch or something. And it's like, normally I'd be like, yes, please, but like, I don't know, I would rather just stay longer and get it done than like break it up over the course of a week. It's annoying. The hair wobbles must be a good lotion.
International Affairs got a memo about these cocoons. Interpol's all hot and bothered about them. Can't sell them on the black market. Too dangerous. Yeah, cocoon smuggling ain't exactly lucrative anymore. Man, I'm in International Affairs. I know the deal. Indeed. Interpol wanted these cocoons bad enough to send Mr. Latouche undercover. You kids think up the craziest things. No way am I going to risk life and limb just to get my hands on some dirty cocoon shmoney. Not the most noble of statements, but duly noted. According to reports, these cocoons top Interpol's list. Selling them to an underground organization would be risky. Very well, you may begin the cross-examination.
This is the only motive I've got. He was up to something, and I'm gonna find out what. Is it bad that I see Clavier's side hair as a crepe holder? Shut up. Wait, okay. I need to pull up Clavier on screen, and I gotta pull up a picture of my crepe. Hold it! I know. Oh, yep, I have a picture of crepes. Okay, hold on. When Clavier comes up, it's our cue. When Clavier comes up, yell, Kieran, crepe. That memo! That's how you knew about the cocoons!
Oh, nice one, nice one. I'm running scared now.
You had to know about the cocoons to plan this.
Just how well known are these cocoons? I'm embarrassed to admit it, but I'd never heard of them.
Well, Lamihua knew about them, though not their use. Oh, here we go. No, not a new scene. Here in crepe. Alright, here's Clavier. Here are the crepes I had in Harajuku.
Wait, no, shut up. Shut up, 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 shut up. I cannot believe this. I cannot believe you. It didn't help. Is this why I hate Clavier's hair so much? I see it now. Oh my god. I hate Clavier's hair so much, but I love crepes. No, I love crepes, but I don't like Clavier's hair. Maybe it's because it's meant to be a crepe and not a hairpiece. My reports indicate that there's ongoing efforts to control information about the cocoons. Most people only know they're illegal to export, that's all. Then, I've got nothing to be embarrassed about after all. You could say people like me who know about them are a minority, yeah. That includes everyone in international affairs, man. And everyone in Interpol, too, for that matter. Yeah. So there are other Interpol agents like Mr. Latouche? All over the world, likely. Deep undercover, most of them. That's why these cocoons are too hot for the black market. You don't want Interpol sniffing through your wares. Most came to the conclusion that... Hold it! Dangerous. Yeah. Interpol finds you, they arrest you on the spot. Or another marketeer might think you're part of a sting and take you out himself. Times have changed. Hold it! But wouldn't scarcity drive up prices? I mean, have you seen what's going on with Pokemon games? Yeah, and attention. Every gangster and his brother would want a piece of that action. I'd turn your forehead into Swiss cheese before you could say, objection! Maybe we could get them to cut his hair, too. Maybe we could get them to cut your hair, you little stinky little poo-poo fucker! Who's on trial here again? Man, you so obviously know nothing about the market. That's a bad thing? Darian with your shark zipper that could leave marks easily mistaken for hickeys? Don't even try to mess with me about this stuff. If Clavier Gavin has 1 million haters, I'm one of them. If Clavier Gavin has 1,000 haters, I'm one of them. If Clavier Gavin has 1 hater, I'm the one. If Clavier Gavin has no haters, I'm fucking dead. Hold it! Which is why you know how to find a loophole in the system. Hey, you can say what you want about me, but back off of international affairs. There ain't no loopholes, okay? What do you think we are, Boy Scouts? That wasn't what I was trying to... Down, Darian. It's as you say. There are no loopholes, at least in the case of these cocoons. International affairs, Interpol, and Borginian customs are all watching. See, we know what we're doing. Not like some yipping little doggies that lap us every word that the diva says. Ugh. Why I oughta? Oughta what?
You want some of it?
Yes! Chill, both of you. Let's do this cool, yeah? Screw cool! I want this guy's head on a stick! The replica has to be the key to his motive. There's gotta be a way to find out what he was up to. Well, the thing would be this, but I need to know. It's about the judge, right?
Objection!
No! I thought I was onto something. The temperature is radiating from your Apollo-ness? I like Apollo. I've learned to really like him through this game. He's not my husbando, but he makes me feel like I'd like to top him. I'm just gonna like read these and see if there's blue text, because usually blue text is like the giveaway. There's no blue text! There we go. I was right. Wrong statement. Why not choose a less dangerous buyer then? I would.
How clueless are you? Everyone in the market's dangerous. The second they found out I was a cop, I could kiss my keister goodbye.
Why sell to a black market buyer? How about someone like this?
That article, that's about the Chief Justices.
A deadly poison can be extracted from the cocoon, but so can a cure. And not a cure for just any disease. A cure for incuritis.
Incuritis? I've heard of that somewhere.
You went to visit a victim of the disease this morning.
Why, it's the disease the Chief Justice's son has. You aren't saying.
Our witness is a detective. He would have contact with the Chief Justice.
You're saying the Chief Justice would never deal in contraband.
Not even to save his own son's life?
But even if the deal went through, why, it'd be an international scandal.
That's Detective Crescent's insurance. If word ever got out, the one with the neck on his life would be the Chief Justice.
Detective Crescent, is this true? First I'm a murderer, now I'm a smuggler. How many crimes are you trying to pin on me anyway? As tasteful as it is to think about it, if the Chief Justice were the buyer, why, a seller couldn't hope for a better deal. A very cowardly seller. Don't let sleeves over there trick you. So I made a deal with the Chief Justice. Where's your proof?
Well...
Oh yeah, and you're forgetting one other important thing.
Do tell.
Interpol isn't the only ones out there watching this. Virginian Customs barely sleeps. They're so worried about cocoons getting out. So we were informed. Let's continue with this cross-examination.
Just how strict is this customs check?
Way strict. They keep planes on the ground for hours. I do recall it being a bit extreme.
They were even confiscating gumdrops and marshmallows.
Yes. It would be hard to distinguish them.
That's right. Gavin was in Virginia, wasn't he?
I remember setting off the metal detector several times. I had to practically strip naked to walk through.
Ugh, here's a travel tip for you, Gavin. Leave the bling at home, you glamorous fop. Damn it, I should have been like, I had to strip down naked. Subscribe to OnlyFans.com slash, what would Clavier's at be? OnlyFans.com slash Gavinners. Everything gets checked. Well, couldn't he get bypassed because he's important? Like he's an Interpol agent? Hold it! You're an out of... Yeah, you are, Gab. Yeah, you are. Every time I reload, it's like the walk of shame. Like I just feel stupid. You're not stupid, you're taking a shot. It's true. I'm trying my best. Yeah, once again, the check-in question is what, like, themed merch would you like to have for a fandom you like? Because I'm so mad that I do not own the Capcom Ace Attorney Oshikatsu goods. I want this! I want this so bad! Why did they have to sell it when I'm not there? Oof. I know. I'm happy that I have the Capcom Cafe stuff so I could have the kimono merch, but I want this stuff! Oh my god, that merch is so good, May. Did I show you? I have a mirror, a compact mirror. I also have some post-it notes, but I don't know where I put them. But the mirror looks so cute. Let me take a picture really fast. See, my problem with this is that I love this mirror too much that I don't want to use it because then I'm gonna definitely like damage it. But like, I love it, you know? It has the love of my life on it. Same thing with why I don't want to use the post-it notes, because then like I'm gonna use them and then I'm gonna run out of them. Super Space, welcome in. Thank you for the care package. Give me 1 second. This is my mirror. This is the love of my life. Let's do some stretches while you guys look at the mirror. Everyone, let's go ahead and stand up from our seats. Let's go ahead and twist our bodies to the left. Twist our bodies to the right. Stretch our arms straight up to the sky. Roll out that right shoulder. Roll out that left shoulder. Very slowly, very gently, let's roll out that neck. Take a deep breath in. And take a deep breath out. Go ahead and drink some water. Thank you for taking care of me. I appreciate it. Actually, when I was in Japan, they had like a clear file of everyone's royal outfits, but I didn't get it because it was like 6,000 yen, and I didn't want to spend 6,000 yen for a clear file.
Objection!
When we talk about my trip and I tell you guys how much Ace Attorney merch is, it breaks my heart. It breaks my heart. Spend 6k yen on a queer file? No, so the thing is, they had the Edgeworth tea set for 6,000 yen, which I thought was pretty cheap considering it was Edgeworth merch, but I ended up not getting it, and now I kind of regret it. I don't know what it is.
Objection!
It has to be that statement, though, because that's the new statement.
Objection!
There we go. Got it. Actually, there is one way.
What?
One way to get something out of the country. No checks.
What is it?
You become a prosecutor.
A prosecutor? I don't believe it.
Believe it! Prosecutor Gavin! What was it that you told me yesterday at your office?
Datebayo. It was a beautiful instrument. It was played lovingly for many years. A guitar fitting a woman like La Mihua.
How did it end up here?
I mentioned how much I enjoyed playing it that night, and she made a present of it.
So this guitar's from Virginia?
That it is. We couldn't carry it on the plane. Changes in air pressure and humidity ruined the wood. So we vacuum packed it in La Mihua's studio. I used a special shipping service available to me for transporting evidence. They brought it right up to my office for me. Pristine and untouched. Did I get that right, Prosecutor Gavin? Untouched? Quite. The guitar was wrapped in several sheets and vacuum packed in Virginia. The pack was untouched until the day of the concert. Abuse? That is abuse of lawyer powers. Have him disbarred. Are you saying that guitar was? With cocoons this small, it would have been very easy to use your guitar as a mule to smuggle a cocoon out of Virginia! That makes sense because then that's why they'd want to burn the guitar. What? Which reminds me, Prosecutor Gavin. That guitar had some work done on it recently, right? Work? Good memory here, forehead. Well, you know how guitars have a round hole in the front? It's called the sound hole. Well, they found something attached to the wood just from inside the hole. A broken device of some sort.
A broken device?
Yes, this in fact. An igniter! Exactly. Consider this, if you will. What if that igniter wasn't the only thing that was attached inside your guitar?
You mean?
It means this, of course. There was a way to get a cocoon out of the country! They could use picky Prosecutor Gavin's privileged guitar as a mule. And who better to do that than someone with access? Like a member of the band! Yark! Yark! Like Zoink Scoob! Order! Order! Order!
Am I late to the date? No.
So the igniter was placed in there for a clear reason, it seems. It was a safety precaution! A precaution? Ah, her forehead. At last, it all comes together. Every strange thing that happened that day. Care to review? I'm glad there was safety for the wood in the hole. Me too. First, my keys were stolen. A harmless misdemeanor, which forced me to break the lock on my guitar case. The key was stolen to retrieve the cocoon from the guitar. I see. But things didn't go so well. The smuggler wasn't counting on the guitar being wrapped. Only a member of the band could get near that case. Unwrapping the guitar would raise too many suspicions. And the concert began. Right about this time, a very large problem presented itself to the smuggler. What's that? Mr. Latouche. Mr. Latouche.
An undercover agent was onto something. He would have known about the guitar. He'd only have to check the shipping records. So Mr. Latouche tried to examine the guitar himself.
If the cocoon were confiscated then, the gig would be up. The only thing left for the smuggler was to get rid of the whole lot.
It's over. Press the switch. Now!
The guitar burst into flames, and the cocoon was lost. And then, Mr. Latouche died.
With La Miroir there to witness it.
There's your case.
Brilliant, man. Detective Crescent. I gotta know, you make all that up on the fly? For a make-up story, it makes a great deal of sense, Darian. Feh! The Republic of Virginia. Sorry, man, but I haven't even been there. True, you haven't. Huh. Let's see you make up a story for that kid. How'd I hide the cocoon in the first place, huh?
No, it's not so hard to imagine. You had help. A Virginian accomplice. That's all. That you had an accomplice was clear from the start. The voice La Miroir heard proves it.
It's over. Press the switch. Now!
You made this transmission from backstage.
While your co-conspirator was on stage. But who was it?
This is it. The coup de grace. Shut the fuck up. And for once, I know what I'm doing. There's only one person who could have helped him.
Let's hear what Mr. Justice has to say then. But be warned, with a great accusation comes great responsibility. Make up your answer on the fly, as it were, and you will be harshly penalized. Are you ready, Mr. Justice? Who was the smuggler's accomplice?
It was Phoenix Wright! Take that! There's only one person who meets all of the requirements, and that person is the defendant, Machi Tobaye!
But Mr. Justice, he's your client! A defense attorney accusing his client? That's a new one.
I assure you, no one is more unhappy about this than I. But I'm here to defend in the murder of Mr. Latouche. And I stand by my statement earlier that he is innocent of that particular crime.
Indeed, the defendant is Borginian. He does meet the basic requirements to be the accomplice.
Mr. Justice is a great name. Yeah. It's honestly a really cool name.
But what if it was in fact La Miroir?
It couldn't have been.
Well, you seem sure of yourself.
The reason is electronic signals, Your Honor.
Electronic signals?
Recall this remote only works within a range of 30 feet. Beyond that, it's useless.
Yes, it's true.
Now think back to the testimony. When the shooter made his transmission, La Miroir was on the air vent, right above the dressing room where the shooter stood.
let's look at that stage diagram. This is the area that the remote could reach from the air vent.
Well, looking at this, it seems that La Miroir could still have done the deed.
No. When the shooter made that transmission, the stage was slightly different than shown here. It was in the middle of the guitar serenade. Part of the stage was raised. Prosecutor Gavin and La Miroir stood in the air. They were on a tower which happens to be 15 feet tall. In other words, the remote couldn't have worked from La Miroir's position in the air vent. Well, Detective Crescent, what do you say to that?
Your Honor. Yes, Detective. Could we see the video where Gavin's guitar burst? Just one more time. Well, I don't see why not.
What? Don't tell me he has a way out of this.
Too bad, so sad. Punk.
Punk?
First you were sleeves, then kid, now punk. You're losing rank fast, Apollo.
What exactly were we supposed to see in that video?
The problem isn't what we see, correct, Darian?
Right. That's what you hear. We are musicians, after all.
Care to explain for us non-musicians? Band geeks?
Sure thing, punk. Let me get your yarn straight first. You're saying I ordered the wee pianist to set off that igniter. That right?
Yes?
Well, in order to do that, he'd have to press a switch. Am I right?
Okay.
Well, take another listen. Pay attention to the piano.
Piano?
What seems to be the problem here? The piano sounded just fine. And that's the problem. Man, you still don't get it.
Ah!
Yeah, how is he supposed to hit that switch if he's playing? You've got Miss Diva, the guitar, the bass, the piano, and the drums. The only one with her hands free was the diva.
La Miroir.
But according to you, she couldn't have been the accomplice, could she? Your accomplice would have had a hard time helping out. If they couldn't even press a switch.
The piano plays non-stop. He couldn't have pressed the switch.
Well, Mr. Justice, The piano does seem to be playing when the guitar catches fire.
Well,
It's okay. We all make mistakes sometimes.
Apollo, were you wrong?
I can't be wrong. Everything makes perfect sense. How could it all just... The switch was under the piano, Apollo, remember? Even I remember, and I'm talking about the guy that literally is one ear in, one ear out. Strange. Oh, they love that cutscene. They're trying to milk that 3D as much as they can. What's strange?
No, it's just... something's odd about the performance there.
Odd?
Mr. Justice, if Machi Tobaye didn't press that switch, then he could not have been the accomplice you claim he is.
But everything points to it! Every fact says that he's the accomplice!
You've got the facts wrong, man. Here's some facts for you. Gavin's guitar is on fire. If the pianist didn't press that switch. In other words, your story is full of holes. Mr. Justice, let's hear your final opinion on this matter now. Was the defendant Machi Tobaye the accomplice?
Yes, and he was. He was. I already know this. I know the answer.
Your answer will reflect on everything you said here. Give it some thought.
Apollo, if Machi's not the accomplice, then our whole case is ruined.
I know that. It has to be him. He was the only one who could have helped that smuggler. He had to have pressed the switch.
Well, you better find a way to prove it.
Ah! What do I do?
There has to be something that doesn't fit. Something odd.
Something odd. Wait a second.
What? You thought of something?
What was Gavin saying just now? Strange. What's strange?
No, it's just... something's odd about the performance there.
It's not much to go on, but it's all I've got. What exactly did he hear that was odd?
Have you come up with something, Mr. Justice? May I remind you that everything rests on this. Can you prove Machi Tobaye pressed that switch? Let's hear your final answer. Can you prove that Machi Tobaye pressed that switch?
I know it's strange. Shin Megami Tensei's strange journey, baby! It was the demons the whole time. I don't know if you can call this proof per se, but I can prove it was possible.
Then as prosecutor, it falls to me to ask you to show us evidence supporting this.
Rin, thank you so much for 32 months in the Superstar Sub Club. I appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by.
Forehead. You sure about this? Huh. Accept it. There's no evidence, man. Let's see your evidence, Mr. Justice. On what do you base your claim that the defendant pressed that switch?
The switch itself. Take that! The basis for my claim, oh.
Yeah. I can prove it. Do we have to use this fucking, oh my god, again? The basis for my claim is music, Your Honor.
Music? What about music?
Let's listen to the piano part, around the time when the switch was to be pressed. Right before the guitar burst into flames. Oh, thank God, they're gonna do it for me.
I hear a piano being played.
But, doesn't it sound kind of simple?
Simple?
Ah, I think I know what he's suggesting. You think Machi could have played that part with one hand?
One hand?
He only needed one hand to press that switch. He could play the piano with the other.
What are you, some kind of piano savant?
Actually, no.
Then what do you know? You can't play a part like that with one hand.
Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about here. Wait, I know! Hey, Trucy!
Yeah? You got something?
Mr. Wright, your daddy, he's a pianist. Could he?
Oh, Daddy? He couldn't play a part like that even if he had 3 hands. And I know he does. Because Kieran said so.
So sorry. So sad for you.
No, not really.
Huh?
That was just the easy way to prove it. There's always the hard way.
Man, are we gonna prove whether he played it with one hand or 2? You can't!
I admit it will be rather difficult to prove. But it's highly likely that he was playing with one hand.
How do you know that?
The clue is what Prosecutor Gavin described as sounding odd. What sounded odd? I'll bet we can tell by listening to a certain part of the song.
No. No way. Well, it seems we've come to the moment of truth at last. Let's hear what Mr. Justice has to say for himself. Show us the part that proves the defendant was playing with one hand, right before the guitar burst into flames.
Machi was definitely playing one-handed just before the guitar caught on fire. And one section of the song proves it! Oh, fuck. Prosecutor Gavin, I'm sure you've realized by now just what it was that sounded odd to you. As I'm sure you've realized it yourself, Air Forehead.
Realized what?
I'll demonstrate. Let's listen to this part in question again, shall we? Pay particular attention to the "but the fleeting melody" phrase.
Man. How many times do we have to listen to the same thing?
Oh, you're right. Enough of that. Let's listen to another section, shall we?
Another section?
The guitar burst into flame at the end of the second verse. Let's listen to the same spot in the first verse. Pay attention to "Oh, that night in your embrace."
Play verse 2 again.
There! Did you hear that?
They feel the same, true, but they're clearly very different. What?
Well put, Your Honor. The phrase in verse 2 is quite simple, but the same phrase in verse 1 has high and low notes. You have to use two hands to play that for sure.
What's that prove?
I would think you'd know that by now.
This is why I hate dealing with amateurs, man. So the two verses had different arrangements. Happens all the time.
Not this time, Darian. There's no point in changing an arrangement if you can't hear it clearly. That wasn't the point. I had him play specifically so the piano would stay in the background.
Oh!
That's what I noticed. Why should the same phrase sound slightly different? I asked myself. Now ask yourselves why Machi changed how he played. There's only one answer. He needed a free hand in order to press the switch.
Order! I believe this ties all the facts together. Well, Prosecutor Gavin.
Yes, quite. Though personally, this comes at a terrible disappointment. What? No comeback? I can't believe it. I finally did it. I shut him up.
Very well. Barring an objection from the prosecution, I will now state the court's opinion on this matter. Good show, Sleeves. No, great show.
It's not over. I don't like it when he looks so happy.
You tell him, Gavin. Tell him what's so disappointing.
Personally, I'm terribly disappointed. And you, Air Forehead. Me! Yes, don't get me wrong, your case is solid. The facts I'll check out. But even now, You have yet to show us a single piece of... I'm out. I Is this game really gonna drag another hour out of me? You've yet to show us a single piece of decisive evidence. Yeah, but the facts! Anyone could see it was him!
Unfortunately, anyone does not include the law. I'm afraid your case doesn't cut it.
But...
1,000 facts might point towards the same conclusion. But without decisive evidence, it's not proof. That's the rule under our current legal system.
I think your current legal system's a load of... poo-poo garbage. I don't believe it!
It does not seem as though the defense has any more evidence to present. Oh, I think if he did, he would have already seen it a long ways back. It is unfortunate, but at present this court is unable to acknowledge your accusation.
What? What? The truth is staring us all right in the face! Why can't they see it? What's the point of a legal system that protects criminals?
Apollo, remember what Daddy said?
It won't be easy proving you did it, especially not under the current court system.
So what do I do?
Like I said, good luck. Be aware that it will be impossible to prove his guilt by conventional methods. Every man has an igniter inside him. Find Darian Crescent's igniter and set it off.
I wonder what he meant by every man's igniter.
I think he just meant a weak spot, no? The kind of thing that a single spark could turn into a wildfire of emotion. I won't be able to press him further by conventional means. Gotta find a weak spot in this guy. Something fatal.
So can I get back to work now or what? May look like I got a lot of time on my hands, but I got no more time to pretend and play pretend with a deadweight attorney.
Channel a dead person to get a verdict. That's as unconventional as you can get.
Well, Mr. Justice, we've come this far without decisive evidence. This witness won't be coming back to the stand once we let him go.
Every man has an igniter.
Huh?
Didn't you say the better the guitar, the brighter it burns, Prosecutor Gavin? Ah, yes. Good guitars are kept dry, is why. And that provides the best sound. Even a small spark could cause irreparable damage. Your plan has an igniter in it too, Detective. It was there from the very beginning.
What?
Fighting time, Justice. If you blow this one, he'll be out of your hands for good.
Go for it, Apollo.
The AC's too strong now. Welcome in, Dale. We're playing the Apollo Justice trilogy, so the sprites are definitely crisper and updated.
What? And this igniter's supposed to come burn me up? That's almost poetic there, Mr. Attorney. All the better. I'm rather fond of poetry. And I intend to hear this one through to the very end. Herr Forehead, you are accusing this man, Darien Crescent, of 2 crimes. The murder of Mr. Latouche and the smuggling of a Virginian cocoon. This is your last chance to prove your case. This trial's already run on for far too long. Mr. Justice, this will be my last warning. The moment this igniter of yours turns out to be a dud is the moment this cross-examination ends. Understood?
Yes, Your Honor.
Then let's have it. Show us the basis for these accusations against Darien Crescent.
Okay. This is really my last chance. The key that will take apart Darien Crescent's plea is... Oh shit! Present evidence, call a witness. Your igniter isn't a piece of evidence.
Huh? So what is?
It is true that I couldn't show decisive evidence, but perhaps what I needed to prove my case was something else.
You mean...
No. We are not doing another cross-examination. Proving his guilt is a tall order, but I've got just the person to do it.
Very well, Mr. Justice. Who is this person who can prove Darien Crescent's guilt?
The one person who can prove Darien Crescent's guilt is the defendant, Matsi Tobaye!
Your client? Again?
Matsi Tobaye was an accomplice in the cocoon smuggling plot. Without him, Darien Crescent could not have gotten the cocoon. Furthermore, he can easily prove that the one who plotted to smuggle that cocoon is the real criminal in this case!
How so?
It would require just one of the very cocoons Mr. Latouche was looking for. With the cooperation of the Republic of Virginia, we could burn a cocoon. The burnt cocoon would leave a particular residue. A residue we would, no doubt, also find inside the burnt-out guitar!
Very scientific of you.
Thus, if Matsi Tobaye acknowledges his agreement with Darien Crescent concerning the attempted smuggling of a Virginian cocoon, the case is solved!
Darien's laughing again.
Your unrelenting passion is remarkable. You really want to get rid of me, don't you? Too bad you'll never be able to.
Why not?
The little key tickler won't acknowledge anything. Especially not anything to do with cocoon smuggling. What's this all about? Taking a cocoon out of the country means death. By Brazilian law. Yeah, see? If our pianist really was a smuggler, then testifying about it would be suicide. Believe me, he's not tight.
But you're wrong, Detective Crescent.
What?
It's the other way around. if Machi doesn't admit to smuggling here, he's in deep trouble.
Huh? How?
Look, if Machi admits to smuggling here, then he'll be tried in our courts by our laws. You don't get the death penalty for smuggling in our country. The victim in this case was an undercover Interpol agent. I'm sure that news has already reached Virginia, and they'll likely broadcast our dealings in court today, including the part about the Virginian cocoon.
Yeah, but...
But if Machi doesn't admit to smuggling now, he'll eventually be picked up by the Virginian police. And it's not like he's in any danger in our court. We're not gonna find him guilty of murder here. Not now.
Yeah, but you can't do this. You can't accuse me.
Maybe the law doesn't allow it, but who's gonna think you're really innocent after hearing this trial? The same goes for Machi Tabaye. The cocoon smuggling, your entire plan. Machi Tabaye knows everything. There's only one way out of it for him, and that's to acknowledge his own crime. The crime of cocoon smuggling!
Don't worry there. I'll get you out of the country. I'll set you up someplace. A hidden mansion? Real nice. You want a house made out of cookies? Or no, a house made out of pianos? Come on. Please! Don't
Darian. I consider that my last session with you. We rocked. I'm guessing we can treat that outburst as a confession.
Uh-oh, he's laughing again.
There's a kind of sick desperation in it now, though.
Well, have you been listening to today's trial?
Yes.
And you'll talk. You'll tell this court everything.
I didn't want it to turn out this way. But I'm not the kind of lawyer that can overlook a crime. Clavier is so unserious with his air guitar, only the witness confesses. That man is stinky poo-poo. Today's trial is all for your benefit, you know. I see no reason why you should hesitate now.
I knew. From beginning, I knew.
Machi.
Situation I cannot explain. But money I needed. Very much money.
Today's trial raises a delicate issue with our legal system. The only thing definitive in a court of law is evidence. This is the golden rule, however.
It has become apparent that not all things can be tried by the standard.
Should another case of this sort surface, we may have to consider an alternate system by which to administer justice. Anyway, Mr. Machi Tabaye,
Yes?
I promise you will receive a fair trial by the laws of our country. And with regards to the current charges for the murder of Mr. Latouche, his court is prepared to announce a verdict.
I thank you. I only lie, but you see truth. You find truth.
That's our job. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Machi Tobaye, not guilty.
This is what a superstar looks like.
Court is adjourned.
We did it! July 10th, 4:42 p.m. District Court. Defendant lobby, number 2.
I wonder what'll happen to Machi.
Well, he did smuggle a cocoon out of Virginia. I guess there'll be another trial here.
All's well that ends well.
Oh, oops. All's well that ends well. What's Tobi Kodachi? I don't know what that means.
Daddy! Daddy! I owe you both my thanks.
La miroir?
Ma, is something wrong?
I'm sorry. Machi was your partner on stage. Your friend.
Yes, I thought of him as my own son. Even now I do. Yet, something got a hold of him. Something evil. I say that. And he must pay for what he's done. Is that not how it should be?
I'm still sorry. Monster Hunter reference? Got it.
Don't be sorry. You've given me courage. Courage? I'm considering an operation.
It was my suggestion, actually.
You mean you'll be able to see again?
Question. Is this a thing? If you are blind, like legally blind, like blind, can you actually get, like, does LASIK surgery, like, help? Or is there, like, nothing you can do?
It's funny. I've always been afraid of the light. Light seems so harsh, so unforgiving.
Depends on the type of blindness. Got it.
According to the doctor, La Miroir lost her sight due to some kind of accident.
An accident? You can only get LASIK once? Not sure if it would help complete blindness. Why can you only get it once?
As you know, I suffer from amnesia. I feared that if I could see, perhaps it would open my eyes to the truth I've been running from. I was scared.
You know what changed her mind? Hearing your defense in there today. She could feel your gaze, unwavering, always looking straight at my chest. I mean the truth.
If the light turns to my eyes,
Eye shape would change and doing it again would do permanent damage? Wait, isn't LASIK just like a laser though?
I think I'll take a painting.
Painting?
That's right. She's a landscape painter in sound after all. I'll paint the two of you. I promise.
Now, honey, maybe go draw for yourself first before you get commissioned.
Woohoo! I can't wait, Mommy. What?
I owe you my thanks too, Apollo.
Thanks, Mr. Wright, but for what?
You reminded me I needed to hurry things along. On my secret mission, that is.
Lasers that change the shape of your corneas. I don't know anything about that because my vision's pretty good, so I've never had to like need glasses or anything like that.
Apollo, Trucy, I hope that we'll meet again someday soon. You bet, me too.
And so, like a ballad, the trial flowed on and on until it came to the end. Thanks to the trial, the guitar serenade was a huge hit. Prosecutor Gavin's even more dazzling to look at. Oh, is this when he realizes he's gay? But there's something I want to say to that guy. Next time you write a ballad,
Have them catch the killer at the end.
the end.
Ba-dum.
Oh, it's expensive? I see, I see. Depending on the type, the surgeons will cut off the outer layer of the eye. Ew, eye horror! Yeah, it really sounds like Apollo's like starting to fall in love with Clavier, which, good for him, but bad for me because I hate Clavier. Wow, we finally finished episode 3! I'm so sorry that it took so long, guys! But, now, we can finally see the end of Apollo Justice Ace Attorney! This is gonna be so awesome. But for now, let's go ahead and switch over to the... Oh, let me... Da-da-da-da! It feels so good to finally finish this section of the game. I feel like we've been holding on to this case for so long, you know? I wanted to finish it. I have bad eyesight and pigment covers almost half of my eye. Luckily not my pupil. Constantly took to the hospital, so eye horror. Eye stuff is so scary. I'll talk about it when I talk about my Japan trip, but I got I got contacts, right? And I tried putting them on, but like I'm just really not good at like putting things in my eye because I'm so scared of like touching my eye and like poking my eye and things like that. So you know? But we can talk about that in a bit later. Anyways, thank you guys so much for joining me today. It feels so good to finally stream a game. Yeah, you know? Thankfully, I can't say that I'm fully better just yet because I am still coughing. I just mute whenever I do cough. But it's definitely manageable. I can stream at least for a good amount of time. I miss having contacts. I got no problem touching my eyes. We'll talk about that when we get there. But yeah. It's been good. It's very scary. Plus, sometimes they have to have you under non-general anesthetics. Like, no more eye talk. No. We'll have a yap session soon. I promise. In fact, it'll be this Friday because the tentative schedule for this week is Tales of Graces on Monday, Fire Emblem Path of Radiance on Wednesday. I might change the game. We'll see. Friday will be my Japan vacation yap session where I finally talk about the trip. Saturday morning, I want to do this. We'll see if I commit to it or not, but I really want to try doing some Saturday morning art streams because I really want to.
Tales of Graces, let's go.
That's right, Nemo. Thank you so much for 6 months in the Superstar Sub Club. Yeah, I want to pick up Tales of Graces again because that was a lot of fun. I might swap out Fire Emblem for Digital Devil Saga just because I kind of don't want to do any games where I'm doing a lot of reading for now just yet. I'll save the reading for Ace Attorney. But yeah, for sure tomorrow's going to be Tales of Graces. But I might switch out Wednesday then for Digital Devil Saga. Maybe, yeah, just a game that has voice acting, you know, so that way I don't have to talk a lot. Sai, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, gamers. I didn't need to know that, chocolate chips ice cream. Maybe, yeah, no, I didn't need to know that. So Friday will be the Yap session. So I want to try doing weekly art streams because I really want to get better at drawing. And I think the best thing to do is routine. So I'm going to try holding up to it. It may not always be every Saturday morning, but I think the idea of like Saturday morning, like tea time and drawing, you know, would be really cute. And even if it's not like consistent or great, like I'm at least gonna try to get some practice drawing. I do have some other ideas with drawing as well. That's really awesome. I've been wanting to like collab with friends that are artists and have them teach me like, you know, how to draw on their techniques and whatnot. And I do have a friend that's interested in doing it with me, so we'll get there. But yeah, this is tentative, so it may or may not, we may or may not have streams depending on how I feel. Right now, I'm feeling like I can stream. I really do hope that this cough goes away, but either way, thank you guys so much for joining me today. Hope you guys had a fun time playing Ace Attorney after so long, because I really have missed streaming with you guys. Suki, I am doing good, but we're at the end of the stream. But whether or not I'm streaming, if you want to keep up on all the socials, please feel free to follow on Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok at Atelier Kieran. If you guys want to join the Discord, the link is available down there. We are very much sorely due for a community event night again, so I definitely want to play some games with you guys. If you guys have any ideas for what games we can play, feel free to let me know. Maybe Mario Kart, because I have been kind of itching to play some Mario Kart again. But if there's any games that you guys want to play, let me know. Yeah. I'll see you guys tomorrow with some Tales of Grace's F, because it's been a bit. And of course, who else can we raid on my stream back with gaming but my best friend, Hero Style? So let's go ahead and prepare to raid Hero. If you guys aren't following him, he's my best friend, so make sure you give him the love. If you guys can, drop some hiya hey heys and some blankies to make him feel the love. Fall Guys is coming back to 14. Oh yeah, that'll be a lot of fun. We can do that. We can play some Grand Blue. You guys can help me grind for Vane's weapon. But yeah, thank you guys so much. Take care. Have a great one. I'll see you soon. And I love you guys. Otsu Kieran! Good night.